Hey guys, it's Stephen here, back with another video. I took a few days off during the international break just to rest this big head of mine, but I'm back and I'm pumped for Manchester City versus Arsenal. And of course, there's only one person I could talk to about this game, Mr. Don Robbie from AFTV. He's coming up very soon, so make sure to hang fire and wait for that in a bit. But before I do that though, I want to say thank you once again to the wonderful people over at OneFootball for continuing to support me on this channel. It's a fantastic app, and if you haven't already downloaded it, what are you waiting for? Go click it in the link in the description below to get a hold of OneFootball for absolutely £0. It's got all your Manchester City news, all your transfer news, and all the stats and all that kind of stuff that you personally need to know about, and all the wider world of football. It's fantastic, it's free, it helps support this channel, and your phone absolutely wants you to download it, so what are you waiting for? Go download it in the link in the description right now. Anyway, let's go over to this preview where we're talking about Manchester City versus Arsenal with Robbie from AFTV. I've also recorded a video, by the way, over on his channel where you get my prediction talking about Man City. So go check that out after you finish watching this, of course. Anyway, over to Don Robbie and myself about 10 minutes ago, I reckon. Enjoy the video. Robbie, man, thanks for coming on. Last time I spoke to you, I think you beat us in the FA Cup semi-final, so I was absolutely... Was it semi-final? I can't remember now. I've forgotten. I blanked it out of my head, man. I can't even remember. It was painful. Anyway, you're right? You good?
Yeah, no, good, man, good. Just looking forward to football coming back. I know we've had football.
Actual football,
these, well, I don't even know what to call them now. Nations League, Euros, whatever. Yeah, I can never get into it until we get to the actual tournament itself. Once it's the actual tournament itself and England are playing.
Do you know what? Yeah, I agree.
So I am so into it. But these qualifiers and, nah.
At the moment as well, I guess it's been a bit of a distraction given by that Arsenal are doing pretty well, man. Things are looking quite exciting for Arsenal. I guess it's a good time to be a fan. So I guess the international break feels like it kind of gets in the way of that a little bit. I mean, how have you assessed Arsenal's start to the season so far? I mean, you've had some good victories. Only Liverpool, really, if you lost points against, if that's right. It's been a good start, right?
Yeah, good start. 4 games, 3 wins. I guess you'd say the 3 games that we've won, you'd expect us to win. But we've won them. You know what I mean? So you can't argue with that. No. It's been a good start. The game against Liverpool, I felt that we were a bit disappointing. I felt we was a bit too negative in that game. I really wish we would have taken it to Liverpool a little bit more, and we might have got a bit more joy. But then also, I was looking back at that game the other day, and I was saying to myself, "But a bit like the game with Leicester against you guys, in that Leicester, what they did is when they got that big chance, they took it. When we got the big chance against Liverpool, we didn't. Lacazette missed that big chance. And that could have changed the game. And when you're sort of playing that formation where you're kind of allowing the team to have a lot of the ball, you've got to take those chances when they come up. And we didn't do that. But overall, it's been a very good start to the season. It's been a very good transfer window. It's something you don't normally say about Arsenal. And there's a lot of positivity around Arsenal at the moment. You know what I mean? The signing of Thomas Partey was a brilliant signing. Gabriel at the back has been another excellent signing. He's really settled in well and has been looking a great little find out. And it's all positive going into the City game, but it's City, and we've just got such a shocking record against Manchester City. You know, haven't won at the Etihad since 2015. But, you know, we are obviously fearful because of that. But we did beat City in the semi-final of the FA Cup, and I thought we played really well on that day.
Yeah, you did, man. And to be honest, if I were you, I'd be feeling pretty confident as well, because it's been a bit of a kind of mad start for City so far this season. Obviously, you know, City can turn it on at any point, but it's probably a good time to play as at the moment, given everything, given the fact it's the first back game after the international break and all that kind of thing. Do you reckon the new guy you just mentioned, Thomas Partey, a massive sign, a sign that I would genuinely have loved at Manchester City at one point. Do you think he'll be involved in this game? Was it going to be too soon for him?
I hope so. I mean, he's back. He's there. He's in training with Arsenal. He sort of came back quite early, you know, because their second international for Ghana finished quite early. So I'd love to see him involved. I really would love to see him involved. I'm just wondering, does this game come a little bit too early for him? Because it's a huge game to just jump straight into.
Yeah.
But then, I don't know. But then I'm like, he's played a couple of games already this season for Atletico. He's just gone away and he's played a couple of games for Ghana. He's not going to be short of games or nothing. I mean, obviously. So I'm hoping that we play him. I'm hoping that he's thrown in because, you know, it's that excitement factor. I'm just excited to see him play. And I was really disappointed. Like Gabriel, we didn't play him against Liverpool. And I thought that was a massive error, especially when you saw his performance the next game after that. So yeah. I think that maybe Arteta might look at it and say to himself, yeah, no, I made a mistake there not playing Gabriel against Liverpool. I'm not going to do that again. This game, I'm putting the big guns in. And that might give, might give everybody in the team a lift because it's a tough game.
And on that man Arteta, I mean, so far you must be pretty happy with him. He's won a couple of things as well, man. Like that is that's important. That taste for trophies. I mean, he's probably learned that from Guardiola. To be honest, like winning everything is really everything you can win, just win it. And that's the kind of thing that will really hopefully push the club on. From your perspective, at very least. I mean, what are you expecting Arteta to? Do you expect he'll make any kind of mad changes or anything like that, or how you expect him to set up for this kind of game? Because he's mixed things up a little bit in terms of the personnel here and there, hasn't he? So he's not scared to make a change from what I can tell. Are you expecting anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm expecting Arteta to kind of stick with that three at the back. I do remember, even though we beat you in the FA Cup, I also remember the league game where
that one, yeah.
David Luiz got very badly exposed. And I think he works better in a three. And it is Manchester City. It is a team where, you're going to not have a lot of possession for long periods of the game. And I think, he knows your team, obviously, inside out, having been there. And I think, he's not going to go gun-ho against Manchester City, despite, the result you had against Leicester. And if you actually look at what Leicester did, they had three at the back as well. They had they did put quite a lot of players behind the ball. So I think we'll go in a similar method. We'll be disciplined and try and catch Manchester City on the counter-attack. Try and get the balls out wide, into Mendy, to territories of Mendy and maybe Walker, and test them and try and get Aubameyang running in behind or on one wing and Pepe or Willian on the other wing. So I think that's how he'll play it. Obviously, as he said, he knows Guardiola inside out.
Yeah,
having been next to him, and he knows how City are going to play. So it's going to be a really interesting game. I mean, he's already got one over Pep, and I'm sure Pep's not going to be happy about that. Not going to want him to get one over him in the league. So, but I really do like this guy. It's been a really fantastic appointment by Arsenal, and I see a manager here that's on an upward trajectory. He's really knows his game. He knows what he's doing.
Maybe we'll come knocking in a bit as well. Who knows?
Sorry?
Maybe City will come knocking in 12 months. Who knows, man? Who knows? I think he'd probably stay, to be honest, actually, because obviously the connection and all that kind of stuff. But what's a good season for Arsenal?
He really is like, I feel he's really an Arsenal guy, and he really wants to achieve something at Arsenal. And the other thing is as well, the owners were actually backing him. And I've not seen them back a manager now for quite a long time. They weren't backing Wenger towards the end. They didn't really back Emery, and they gave him one big. But I feel with what I'm seeing here with Arteta, with some of the players he's left out, as well as the players that he's bought, as well as the players he's managed to keep in Aubameyang and Maitland-Niles and that, I feel they're backing him. So they've got a lot of faith in him, and he wants to repay that faith.
What's a good season for Arsenal this year? Because obviously, as you said, they have backed the play, backed the manager. You've got some good players, and you spent money. I mean, what's a realistic expectation that would keep, do you reckon, most of the fans happy and keep the board happy, and yourself, I guess, included?
I think after the signings we've made, we can realistically say that we've got a chance of getting into the top four. The league is still too early for us. There are still some players at the club that need to be moved on. There's still some areas that need to be addressed. We're still not a Man City or a Liverpool. We're not there yet. But we're making progress in the right direction. But if we could get back into the Champions League and the team keeps progressing, that helps you to attract players. I honestly think the signing of Aubameyang this season, the re-signing of him, was what got us Thomas Partey. He even said it. He even said, I'm looking forward to playing with Aubameyang.
It's huge, yeah. It's huge.
Yeah, so I feel progression this season would be if we could get into the top 4. That is really tough as well, because it's not just the traditional teams that are fighting for it, like your Man Uniteds and Chelsea's, Tottenham's. You know, you've now got Everton in there. You've got Leicester in there. You've got, there's, Wolves. There's some decent teams out there this season. And as you were saying it to me earlier on my channel, that it's a bit of a crazy season as well. 5-3 Leicester. I was watching that game with disbelief.
It wasn't even that good. It was 5-2, man.
Yeah. 5-2. Yeah. Sorry.
You gave us a goal there. Cheers, man. I'll take the goal.
City were 1-0 up. I couldn't believe what I was watching. The game the other day with Liverpool. The Man United getting spanked by Tottenham 6-1. Even Leicester then losing to, getting destroyed by West Ham.
Oh, no, yeah.
Some really, really strange results this season. And I'm wondering if maybe it might help us. There's not a crowd at the Etihad. There's a lot of things that is going to give a bit of an advantage to us.
So on to
more than what we'd normally have, but it's still the same team in front of us.
It's going to be 0-0, isn't it, after all that you said? It's going to be a terrible, drab 0-0 goalless draw. Go on then, Robbie. What's your prediction, man? Because I gave my prediction over on your channel. People can watch it over there. What's yours, mate?
I'm gonna go quite bold on this one, right? And I'm going to say an Arsenal, just because I don't know, I just got a feeling that it's kind of falling. I think catching City later on in the season is not, it's going to be old City. But I definitely feel that at the moment, it's not the oiled machine yet.
Yeah.
You've got a load of new players. You've got a lot of players coming back from injury. Possibility De Bruyne might not play. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal. I think it's going to be a gritty. We're going to have to dig it out. We're going to have long periods where we're up against it. But we've been quite good being up against it. We've been defending pretty well this season. So,
do you know what? There's some City fans who probably agree with that as well. Some more than negative ones. I mean, I'm not going to personally agree, but it's not a wild prediction, man, because it's that kind of season. Arsenal are a good side. Mate, thanks so much for coming on. I can confirm, by the way, we're not actually in the same flat. It looks kind of like we are with the British podcast. Robbie's actually just sat there and we're just pretending not to be. Robbie's moved to Manchester. Good on him. Mate, thanks for coming on.
I like Manchester, but at the moment, I think I'll stay far away, man.
It's safer down there, trust me.
Your R rate's a bit high, you know what I mean?
As long as the XG rate's high on Saturday, that's all we want. Anyway, that was terrible, wasn't it? Anyway, Robbie, thank you so much for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. Guys, go check out my video. Go check out the video of me on Robbie's channel on Arsenal Fan TV over there, chatting the same thing, doing the other side around to get my prediction. For now, though, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, and I'll see you soon for another video in a bit.